Nice baseball team you got there, Mazz.
Yeah, terrific, isn't it?
How come they're not better?
Because they suck situationally and they're built on paper, is how I would put it.
They're built on paper.
Yep, again, the nerd. This is what the nerds do.
I like it.
They build you a team on paper, and they say, this is how the math works. This is how it's going to come out. So again, and from their standpoint, there's really no reason to play the season because it's all ordained on paper. Mm-hmm. Then you actually go out on the field and you have to execute. You have to be able to play smart situational baseball. You got to avoid strikeouts when there are men on base and less than 2 outs to give a pitcher a way out. You have to advance runners. You have to win the games you're supposed to win, which means converting save opportunities. Let's see, what else did I leave out?
Make plays in the field. Did you mention that?
Yeah, one-run games, by the way, another big one. One-run games. The games that are close will amplify that point. The Red Sox right now have the most losses in one-run games of all teams in Major League Baseball. I believe they have the most blown saves in the league at 4 without Aroldis Chapman or their closer having blown a single save. So let's see. I think that that's it. What it is in a nutshell. And I'll tell you what. I uncovered a great one today that I just found a little while ago because it occurred to me. I said, they used to track productive outs. Like, man on second, nobody out, you move him to third.
Yeah.
Right? Advancing the runner or what happened. And I couldn't remember what it was called, whether it was called moving runners, advancing runners, etc. But the bottom line is it comes out as productive outs. Where do you think the Red Sox rank in that category in the major leagues?
Well, I'm going to guess by your tone, 30th.
Dead last. Dead last. The converse of that is productive outs on the pitching staff, which is to say that you don't allow those productive outs. You get...
Got it.
Right? You will prevent them.
The runner on second, less than 2 outs, you don't get him to third.
Correct. So where do you think the Red Sox rank in that?
I'm going to guess by your tone, it's low.
27th. So, and again, to me, that crystallizes those critical situations, right? When you understand the spot, runner moving from second to third, getting runners over to make it easier to score, and the Red Sox suck at both. They are horrendous at both. And to me, that's what it is. So on paper, well, they can, probably hit home runs, and they have a number of guys who will have numbers that look pretty good, but when you actually ask them to win the game, they can't do it because they don't know how. And this is, if you ask me for the poster child for this sort of thing, I would give you Trevor Story. Is my sort of classic paper player. You look at the numbers and you say, wow, that guy's actually pretty decent. I'll take him. I might even pay him $23 million a year. Who knows what it is? 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. OPS is down to 700 now. But at one point, he looked like the best player in baseball. Now, he looks like he kind of sucks. So, to me, this is what they got a lot of guys like that.
Even a guy who looked promising, like Connor Wong, who, again, just came up from AAA, but that double play he had to do on Saturday was just atrocious. It's this. They're so bad situationally. They were average to start the season. They were 4-4 in one-run games to start the season. Since that point, 0-5 after yesterday. And it's to 4 different teams, one-run games over the last 10 days. Like, it's just... They're bad. They're a bad situational baseball team. Maz is right. And I also feel like a sucker. Like I've been sold a bill of goods because I expected them to be better. And it's just more of the same.
So anything from the weekend is on the table. We're going to start with Red Sox at 617-779-0985. Their bullpen, Maz, yesterday, 3-1 lead in the 7th, 2-out single. Whitlock gives up. Tied 3 in the 8th. Slayton, 2 out, 2 strikes. Double scores the go-ahead run. Next at bat. 2 outs, 2 strikes, RBI single. Right there, a pitch away, not being able to execute, sort of speaking to what you're talking about.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Those are the spots. 2 outs, key situations. What do you do? And what I would love to be able to do, too, is go back and look at what they're throwing in all these key situations. Are they relying on fastballs? Are they relying on breaking balls? And I don't remember specifically Whitlock. I know he's had trouble with his changeup a little bit this year. I tend to believe that if you throw 95, elevate it a little bit in the zone, it's tough for guys to hit. I think the ball Slayton gave up was actually on a fastball. If I remember right, the hitter got on top of it. So on that, there are occasions where you get beat and you can say, okay, the guy on the other team was ready for it and he made a play. Fine. With the Red Sox, it often feels more self-inflicted. So I just think that, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and I think now we're 2 weeks later and they're 18-18. They don't know how to win. They don't. They don't understand the importance of the little things in winning games when it comes to executing at the pivotal spots. They don't understand it, or they do and can't do it. So to me, I don't have anything else to look at this. They have enough talent to be better than 18-18, especially with their schedule.
I'm sorry, and reset for me again. Their late game offensive troubles. What do we think this is about?
Strikeouts.
They again, they're hitting the clutch or productive outs or whatever you want to say, but this feels the deeper these games go, they are stranding runners not coming through. Is there a commonality that you're discerning?
Yeah, I think strikeouts are the big one, but I think that they have players who are susceptible to strikeouts. They also preach getting the ball in the air. So now you add those two things together, and you're going to get really bad at-bats in key situations. You're not going to get a ground ball or a fly ball. And I was talking to Milliken about this before the show. Over the weekend in the series against the Twins, Cora attempted 2 sacrifice bunts.
I saw this the other day. Was it Hamilton?
Yes, Hamilton had one and Rafaela had the other one.
And then the next guy chopped a single through the left side. I actually watched a little bit of baseball there.
Yep.
Was that yesterday or Saturday? I don't know. I saw it. And I made a mental note. I should have written it down. But yes, absolutely happened. That bottom of the order, Hamilton, it wasn't just one pitch either. He took a couple pitches. He got it down. Second and third, ground ball, next at bat. I go, okay, there it is. What were you going to say about that?
And they were the first 2 sacrifices of the season.
Get out.
For the Red Sox.
No way.
Okay, first 2 of the season. And so I have come to this conclusion, and I say it's about freaking time. They can't advance the runner by trying to hit a ground ball. They can't advance the runner by trying to make contact and get the ball through for a single or whatever. So maybe Cora threw up his hands and said, okay, we got to start giving away outs on the bunt because we can't do it any other way. So this is, again, if he has done that, it's about time. But when you can't do the little things and you're losing 1-run games, what else do you attribute it to than situational ineptitude?
Overall state of the team, your thoughts?
So I have concerns about organizationally, their ability.
That was really meant for the audience.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, because I want to get one more thing before the break.
Yeah,
again,
go.
State of the team, you out there. Joe Blow.
Sorry.
Joe Blow, your thoughts. 617-779-0985. The other point, Mazz, and we'll pick up more on the other side, is the Rafi Devers thing still seems to be looming over this team. And I say the thing, Casas blows up his knee. Like, we got thoughts on that on Friday night. Like, wow, really? But now, just this headline to me says it all in the Alex Spear story in the Globe over the weekend. I don't know what day it published, but the headline of the Alex Spear story said, is requesting Rafi Devers make another move to first base too much for the Red Sox to ask? See how that's all phrased? Is asking Devers to go to first too much for the Red Sox? We're still tiptoeing around Rafi Devers?
The headline should be Defiant Devers won't play first. That's it.
I mean, what's wrong with the team? I'm not saying this is at the top of the list. But somewhere in the mix, I think this thing is kind of looming over the team. He's their best player. He's their most established player. He's their highest paid player, I guess. And he's got a thing. He's had a thing all season long. And he's hitting, but I don't know, the attitude, the way he's carrying himself, the entitlement, I don't know, whatever this is, that they need him to DH, he won't DH. Takes him a month to get on the field, whatever. Okay, he does. Gets off to the slowest start in the history of baseball, but figures it out. Okay, now he's at first, or now they need a first baseman. Can we even bother asking him? Should we even ask him? I mean, I guess, is Devers not speaking to the media? Has he turned down interview requests?
Yeah, they were talking about it in the midday show today. Yeah.
Didn't know that. I was going to say not to my understanding, but go ahead.
Did Beadle say that he's turned down like the last 3 requests or
Correct.
something?
Yeah.
Well, somehow he got Alex Spear got a quote in his column. Quote, I have my routine, Devers said via translator on Tuesday. So, Rafi, would you consider moving to first? No, I got my routine now at DH. So we're still doing this thing?
No.
So it's like there's something there, and it'd be really aggravating if I were a Red Sox fan that he's just not with the program, or And I know it's baseball, Maz. I know they're particular, and I know it's not. I think first base would be easy. It's not. I know. But it's just with Rafi Devers, it's been there since day one, and it's there for first base. It's the same thing.
What's the reason to play the sport? To win.
Okay.
Don't you do whatever it takes to win?
Yes.
Ostensibly, yes. Yeah.
That's sort of like the default. That's just something you say. You would know. I think you'd have the sense to say, versus I have my routine. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I would also say you should believe it. It's the whole point of showing up. If you're all just going to go and try to amass numbers and go 81 and 81, well, then you know what? Play video games. Like the real game, the goal is to win the game. That's the point. That's why they play. I understand it's a business and all the other crap that goes with it. But do you want to win or not? Well, otherwise, what are you playing for? You're cashing the checks either way. So do you want to win? Like this thing about, is it too much to ask? No. And I don't think they're in agreement on it either way, but I'll bite my tongue on that for the moment.
Yeah, so Cora took a certain approach. Breslow sounded a little different on it, but we're back with the Devers thing. And it's not helping matters. He's hitting fine. I mean, that's not the issue, but they're now
hitting fine. He's not hitting fine. He can't hit a fastball, and yet we give him a pass because he's got 5 home runs, all on breaking pitches that you could hit out of the park. He's not the impact hitter that he is. He's not worth $30 million, and I think he's out of shape so much that he can't field. Okay. And that's why he's not playing the field. He's taken in early February. He sweeped up balls with his glove. That's all he did. He didn't make any throws over. And since he went home because they signed Bregman, he hasn't seen an infield ground ball, practice or otherwise. That's why he's too out of shape. He can't field the baseball.
So maybe I'm underplaying. He's hitting fine. But my point is, I feel there's a larger malaise on the team. Or a larger intangible thing about the team.
I agree.
They don't know how to win. Or they're selfish or immature.
They're just happy to play baseball. They're just happy to go out there, roll the balls out. Whatever happens, happens. We're fine. We're going to make our money. We're good. Our manager's got 2 more years left at big money. We're good. We don't need to win. We're okay.
There's something like that because individually, there's enough guys playing well enough that you think it would add up to being a winning baseball team, but it's not.
You would think.
So there's a thing. There's an intangible thing. Unknowable, unspeakable thing. And I think Rafi Devers and the way that he's carrying himself and this near constant thing about them tiptoeing around him and the glove and him and where to play and how to handle him and his approach is in the mix. It's either symptomatic, it's just a sign of them not getting it, or is directly contributing to them not getting it. It's somewhere in there.